Hello students, today's class for ICSE, class ninth. It is a war poem. Poem name is A Doctor's Journal Entry for August 6, 1945, which will be explained with full explanation. So start with it and you will find it very simple. Okay, let's start. The poem A Doctor's Journal Entry for August 6, 1945 by Vikram Seth isn't actually a real journal entry, but it is written in a diary form to capture the experience of a doctor after the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Okay, the poem starts with a peaceful scene, a calm, beautiful, and warm morning. The narrator describes what he sees outside as the morning light filters through the leaves. The scene is shattered by a sudden blinding flash followed by another. Shocked, the narrator noticed a previously familiar object, an old stone lantern, which is now illuminated in a unnatural way. Okay. The poem describes a sudden and violent event. The speaker is shocked by a bright flash, possibly mistaking it is for magnesium flares. Before they can fully determine the source, there's a devastating collapse. The world around them crumbles, leaving them surrounded by dust and debris. In the choose, the speaker even notices the strange disappearance of their clothing. The narrator describes a scene of injury and confusion. A splinter pierces the doctor's thigh, bleeding his right side, and he also suffers a torn cheek. Despite the pain and damage, the speaker remains focused on understanding what had happened. Okay. The poem depicts a scene of panic and injury. The doctor admits the disaster, searches for his wife, Yoko. He shouts for her, then mentions his own serious injury, a severed artery in his neck. Artery, okay, this is artery. Despite his fear, he tries to resource his wife, who appears wounded as well. The doctor and his wife are fleeing from their house and going towards the hospital. Their escapes is disrupted when they trip over something on the ground. The horror, the horror unfolds as the speaker realizes that it is served head belonging to someone who was crushed by a gate. The gruesome discover adds a layer of shock and fear to their situation. The house in front of the narrator collapses, followed by a fire. This shakes him and his wife and makes them realize that they need medical attention and should heed to the hospital. The narrator also feels a responsibility to help the staff, although reflecting back the questions how he was even able to think straight in such an drastic situation. The doctor's legs were hurt. He collapsed from exhaustion and thirst, but slowly recognized his strength and rose again. The doctor was still naked and felt no shame. Then a soldier offered him a towel. He showed kindness and covered up the doctor. The doctor was injured and weak, his leg refusing to move due to dried blood. The doctor made the difficult decision to send Yoko Shan ahead for help. Despite the fear of being alone, they had no other choice. The poem describes a group of silent, suffering people. Their bodies are shadowy and like ghosts and scarecrows, hinting at their weak condition. The stretched arm, described as dangling, reveal a burn so severe that even the slight touch is unbearable. Injured people are slowly moving towards a hospital. The narrator witnesses a woman and child both unclothed and wonders if they had come straight from bath. Looking away does not help the narrator understand the situation. Seeing another naked person clarifies that something strange has left everyone without clothes. The poem depicts an old woman lying on the ground. Her face shows that she is in a lot of pain. Despite her suffering, she remains silent. This silence seems to be shared experience of all the suffering people with no cries or words escaping anyone. Okay, I think you enjoy this poem summary. Thank you. Thank you so much.